Coach, my Aura Ring is showing me that my deep sleep scores have been tanking the last 2 weeks. What can I actually do about this? Great question. Sleep is where we grow, right? It's where you are actually making those strength gains that you've worked so hard for. But deep sleep in particular, deep sleep, that slow wave, restorative deep sleep, that pituitary driven sleep, that's what actually regulates hormones. It repairs tissues and it restores your central nervous system. So it's super vital. And if deep sleep is trending downward, there are maybe a few culprits that we should probably check, right? Just to be honest. We have to be super honest about the last 90 minutes before you go to bed. So I've talked about it on other accountability calls, on other question and answer sessions, but do you have blue light exposure? Are you, here's my phone right here, are you doom scrolling, right? Watching TikToks? Are you watching maybe high stimulatory shows like Stranger Things or action movies? All things that jack up cortisol and maybe blunt melatonin production? Put the phone down. Shut the laptop, right? Get off of devices. Read a book. Read a book. Now, if the second thing I'd say is your last real meal that you consume, that matters. So eating heavy right before bed can actually elevate your heart rate and it interferes with your temperature regulation. Two things that directly impact deep sleep. So instead, maybe try to finish your final meal 2 to 3 hours before you lay down. And hydration is key, but as I've mentioned on my accountability calls, right, don't overdo the fluids at night or you'll wake up like me who has to sometimes urinate 2 to 3 times a night. That's not fun, right? And it interrupts your sleep cycle. The third thing I've talked about on this show is considering magnesium glycinate, not citrate, not oxide, glycinate. 300 milligrams, about 30 to 45 minutes before bed. And if you're a higher body weight individual, maybe 400 milligrams. And if you pair that with consistent sleep and wake times, even on your weekends, you stay consistent on your weekends, you'll have deeper, greater sleep. The last thing I'd say is that, and listen, for a lot of people, they for whatever reason, this actually makes people mad when they hear this. And I know why. I absolutely know why, because everybody wants to live in fantasy land. But limiting alcohol intake, right, that matters. Alcohol crushes your deep sleep. Even 1 to 2 drinks can suppress your slow wave sleep up to 40%. So if you're having that sort of nightcap, might also be the answer there. So trying to remove that as well.